So with the kind permission of the local farmer, and just he's let me come into his property, which is very kind of him. And there are a couple of air raid shelters here, shown on the EDOB database. I'll put a link up the top. And these are left over from World War II. And in the distance there is an observation tower, which was a water tower, which according to the farmer and his father, who was 80 odd years old, that was used during the war as spotting German aircraft. So we come back to a location that we featured in the last video. This now sad site of a flattened, what we assume is a Type 24. It doesn't actually state on the database what type it is, but most of the others around here are Type 24s. So I've been asked by a few of you to see if I can find anything to maybe identify that as such. You can see it's obviously been flattened for some time, and you still see the concrete base in there. Post video, I did some research, and unfortunately not all the pillboxes are protected. If they end up on someone's land, which this one has, in the middle of his field, then he has every entitlement, or she has every entitlement to do what they want with it. And in this case, yeah, knock it to the ground. A sad sight, as we said in the last video. So we're firmly back on the green stop line now, and from the last video you'll remember that Type 24 there we looked at. Over there is another Type 24, and there's several more on the banks of the river down here, the River Avon, as we walk towards Holt. So this is the branch line that started in Holt and went through the Devizes. Our next discovery along the way is Type 24. I've been walking around it and I can't actually see the entrance. It must be somewhere obviously, but I think it's actually well buried. It looks very good condition, as you can see. Firing loopholes there. Concrete construction. Some of these Type 24s are actually bricked around the outside. From some of the research I've done, they use bricks as shuttering for the concrete to go inside. That may be the entrance down in there. Step too far today, I can't get down in there. Now there's the River Avon, as you can see. I'm going to walk on round here. I think we're not too far from a couple more pillboxes. So in my excitement, I nearly walked straight past it. We're in the middle of this maize field. Well, not in the middle of the maize field, this is the track coming down here. But in the maize field here, you can just about make it out and go through without destroying anything. Is a Type 24, as you can see, emerging right in the middle of the field. Let's see if we can get through to it this way. It looks like it opens out nicely over there somewhere. And there we go. Well, again, the entrance is down in there. I'm not going to get down in there. Too dangerous today. I'm out on my own as well, so I don't want to be using what three words and calling in the air ambulance when we're out in the middle of nowhere. So you can see the construction detail here, how it was formed. Loophole firing positions there. And what's that? That's about, I don't know, 300mm foot thick concrete on the top, reinforced all the way around. Well, yeah, another good find. As I say, I nearly walked straight past it. Let's move on to the next one. So hopefully this is a seamless transition between the last location and this one, but I came to an abrupt halt. The River Avon got in the way and I didn't fancy swimming across it today. So we've come back the opposite direction, more in a sort of northeasterly direction, heading towards the town of Chippenham. So we're just outside of Laycock. Laycock is in that direction over there where they filmed the old Harry Potter films, and the River Avon runs down through here. So the first location is a Type 24, and it's in here and through this undergrowth here. You can see it there. So I'm just gonna get in there and have a good look round it. So bear with me. So I've fought my way through the undergrowth, and here we are. This is about as far as I can get. There's some barbed wire across here, and as you can see, it's well overgrown. The entrance around the other side I can't get to. There's a brook which you'd have to cross, so it's virtually impossible to get in there, which in some ways is good because it keeps Joe Public out. Firing position there, loophole firing position. Maybe able to see a little bit more inside there. You can see the other firing position the other side. So hopefully there's a load of bats and other wildlife in there, which is a fantastic. And as I've said in previous videos, these old relics, artifacts, by default make wonderful wildlife habitats for the likes of bats and butterflies and other insects and animals. Actually, I managed to get round to the other side with a great deal of difficulty. But there's the entrance there. Yeah, I could get in there, I guess, but I'm not going to. And that's looking through to the loophole we were looking at the other side. You can see extremely well overgrown. But here's the porch here, here's the entrance porch. I think it was also called an external blast wall. So yeah, it's 100% Type 24. Extremely difficult to find this one. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a maize field. And before anyone says anything, no damage caused. And literally, and appearing as if by magic, it's Type 24. Brilliant. Let's have a look around. Oh, there's the entrance there. Walk straight past it. Let's see if we can get inside. There we are, going into the entrance. A little bit low. I managed to get inside. Yeah, it's nice and dry and beautifully preserved, no rubbish in here. Usual peacock butterflies hibernating. Walking around, firing positions there. I think there may have even been Bren gun firing positions with the rest there. Yeah, there's the ammunition hole, or the waste ammunition hole there, and there's a firing position there for the Bren guns. Oh, awesome. A little bit of graffiti, so someone has been in here, obviously. Butterflies, firing positions, graffiti. Back to the entrance. Wonderful find. So just give you some perspective of exactly where we are. So there's Lake Abbey over there, and literally in the field just opposite here is this next Type 24, shrouded in brambles and ivy. There's the entrance porch and external blast wall there, so it's definitely a Type 24. Looking around this side, usual loophole firing positions, etc. And let's see if we can get inside. I think the same graffiti artist has been in here that was in the last one. And yeah, there's definitely some more crap in this one. Evidence of drinking, little bits of fires and stuff, it's not good. And yeah, again, there's the Bren gun firing positions there. So there's the shell, the waste shell position, the waste shell hole, and where the stand was for the tripod, and went through the firing hole. Usual butterflies again. Yeah, oh, loads of butterflies in this one. Yeah, it is annoying with the amount of crap that gets dumped in these. They really need looking after better. Probably blocking off and just turning into wildlife sanctuaries, bat sanctuaries. Work in progress. Anyone see Harry Potter? We walked round here. This is definitely the next location according to What 3 Words. There you have it. Just trees. There was obviously something there. It still says its extent on the database, but obviously not. That's disappointing. There we are. Literally, what? I don't know, 100, 150 metres away from that position back there. Another, well, on database is a Type 24. Let's go and take a closer look. But what a fantastic tree. I've seen a few things. It's obviously now starting to encroach on the entrance. But awesome. Yeah, so here we are, back on course. I guess that's where the entrance porch was. Walking around, loophole firing positions. Extremely good nick. Extremely good condition. Can we get inside? Yes, possibly. Yeah, because this is obviously more exposed to public. There's all sorts of crap in here. And it doesn't smell too good because you see it's mostly discarded dog shit bags, or dog crap bags I should say, sorry. Politically correct. Yeah, not nice in here at all. Same graffiti artist as last time. Other than that, other than the trash in here, it's good condition. Again, it's just disappointing they're just not looked after or respected better. Now, just as a point of interest, the actual brickwork on the outside was just used for shuttering. It's not there to look pretty, so you can see here where it's fallen away and the concrete inner structure is there. So it's just used for shuttering. So they had to use at the time what they had more of, and obviously it was bricks. They didn't have plywood or wood shuttering because it was 1940 and it was obviously in short supply. So that's a perfect example there of how the brick shuttering was used. So we come to our next location, another Type 24, extremely well hidden. Certainly without a database, never would have found it. What 3 words? Took me right on top of it. Even then, I couldn't see it, and you'll see what I mean. It's absolutely, completely surrounded and buried. I mean, I've hacked this down with my stick just to gain any kind of access to it, but you know, there's a stream down that side, and as I said before, you know, I'm out on my own. I don't want to be breaking my leg or something stupid in these awkward areas. But there, you can just about make out the entrance porch there. Just about in here, I think, is the entrance porch and the blast wall, or the external blast wall. You know, when this vegetation dies back later, we are only in the middle of October, so when all this stuff dies back, we might be able to get a better look at it. I'll put the location upstairs, what 3 words, and the EDOB database location. As we're walking along to the next location, beautiful day here in sunny Wiltshire. River Avon there in the background. Yeah, beautiful. Maybe 3/4 of a mile, maybe a little bit less from the last location, following the River Avon. Our next Type 24, bathed in autumn sunshine, absolutely beautiful. And what's good to see here is, some of you may be thinking, well, the brickwork's fallen away. I think I've said earlier on in the video that it's used, the bricks were used as actually the shuttering, and you can see the marks in the concrete where they were. So the concrete's been poured inside the bricks. You know, bricks were obviously in better supply than plywood or wood at the time in 1940 when times were tough. It's pretty dry from what I can see. Again, I'll try and bend my old legs to get in here, which isn't easy these days. Right, we're inside now, we're in the entrance, and it is actually nice and dry in here. So I'm just going to check for evidence of bats. I don't want to be disturbing any bats, because you're not allowed to by law. But here we are, inside. Oh, there is a bat up there in the corner. But you can see, very good condition. And these were the Brengan firing ports, as we mentioned. And I think I asked a question also of what these were. Well, I think these were actually places to sit, these pedestals. You could just sit in between playing cribbage or fighting the enemy. Fortunately, that never happens. And there's not much crap in here, which is one of the good things of not being too close to the public. Yeah, cracking find. So we've reached our last location of the day. It's Type 24 in Beanacre in Melksham, or just outside Melksham. So we've drifted off of the River Avon. The River Avon's sort of, I don't know, a mile in that direction. So this is actually protecting the railway line there, the Weymouth line, which was operational in 1940. Can't get inside. Well, I could. I'd need a wetsuit. It's probably about 3 foot deep in water, which is a shame. But let's just walk around it. So you can see, coming around the entrance, beautiful day today, shrouded in autumnal colours. So if you follow my Facebook page, you would have seen some pictures of this already. As you can see down there in the entrance, it's a couple of foot deep. Actually, that's wrong. It's not a Type 24, it's a Type 22. I apologise, got so used to Type 24s today. So there we are, our last one of the day. If you like the videos, usual YouTube stuff, like and subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.